welcome to another episode of Wine and Dollies. And it's me, it's Chris. Yay. So this week was actually a eventful week for me. As far as thrifting goes, I did pick up some dolls. Nothing amazing, I guess. So I'm not actually drinking wine today. I have just decided to put pop into a wine glass to dress it up a little bit. I'm taking a wine day off, I guess, from Wine and Dollies. It's been an interesting week for me. My personal life was a little crazy this week. So we're just gonna move on. As far as dolls go, I did go thrifting this week. I didn't really find anything amazing, but I did find some stuff that is kind of cool. I still have to ID a good chunk of what I found, but I'm happy with what I picked up. So I also managed to pick up the new Holiday Barbie, which I've been very excited about, just because there is 3 different versions of her. I've only been able to find 2 out of 3 so far, but that changed today. I finally found the one I wanted, and I have mixed reviews with it. But we're going to talk about her a little later. Let's talk about the stuff I thrifted. Yeah, because that's why you're here, right? So this first doll I picked up, I have no idea who she is. The store I've been going to thrift, for the most part, packages the dolls in 2-packs in a bag. So I don't really get a choice of what I'm getting. All I can do is fall in love with one of the 2 in the bag, and then I have a pile of dolls that I don't really have an interest in. That being said, this was one of the dolls in the bag. I actually put her in one of the new fashion pack dresses, which is a half print. So annoying. But the front is cute. Anyway, I have no idea who this doll is. I like that she has her earrings and her ring still. But other than that, she is just a cute superstar doll to me. I have no idea who she is. I still want to straighten her hair a little flatter so it doesn't poof out so much. But we're not there yet. I got to the point where I brushed it out and we're good that way. So the reason I bought the bag that other Barbie came in is because the other doll was Pearl Beach Barbie. And she pretty much has everything, which I am actually amazed. She still has the elastic on her to hold her bathing suit, which is actually broken, but I haven't removed it yet. I did switch out the one in her hair just because I did wash and brush out her hair already. But this doll must not have been played with much because her hair is pretty smooth still, which was shocking to me. Most bathing suit Barbies are in a lower price group, so typically those are the ones kids get and they play with them hardcore. So this doll must have either belonged to an adult or a kid who didn't really like her, because she's in great condition for her age. Obviously she's newer than some of the other dolls I thrift, but she is still pretty cute, and I don't know what I'm going to do with her. I will probably just put her on display like this, just because she is complete and she does look pretty good. Her hair is very floofy though. Still undecided if I'm going to rebody her. It'll probably depend on if I can find just a regular fashionista body for her, or if somebody else gets an upgrade, she can get an upgrade from their upgrade, I guess. Because typically when I upgrade dolls, like right now, I'm upgrading them to the made to move slowly. So if I have a doll that's been upgraded to a fashionista body, it will then get in turn upgraded to a made to move when I eventually find one. So there's that. I don't know if she'll actually be a recipient of that, but you never know. Kind of happens all the time, but meh. Okay, so this next doll, another doll, I have no idea who she is. But she's really pretty, surprisingly, and her hair is really smooth and clean. I'm guessing she's some type of horse riding doll, just because she has the articulated body, but she came dressed in like a rider's jacket and pants and these weird squishy boots. I've looked online. I've tried to ID her. I'm not getting very far with her. Originally, I just got her because she came with a doll that I really wanted. And she had an arty body, or the gymnastic body, which is always good for rebodying. But I actually really like her sculpt. So, not sure what I'm going to do with her yet. I'm notorious for not knowing what I'm going to do with dolls. So this next doll was a doll I've been wanting. Just because she is really cute, even though I'm not usually attracted to the dolls from this era, I guess. She is actually... well, I'll just show you. Anyway, she's Picture Pockets Barbie from 2000. And I didn't notice this when I thrifted her because her hair was covering her face. But she has, like, serious eye wonk. And it's enough that it annoys me, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this doll because I was so excited to get her, and she's lopsided-faced. So, I'm debating on if I'm actually going to hunt down a better one and just release this one back into the wild, or if I'm just going to keep her anyway. Because I do typically have a soft spot for dolls that are screwed up. With flaws and everything. But, yeah. I don't know. She actually still has a picture in one of her pockets. The rest are empty. But she does have her shoes. Which is pretty awesome because they're kind of cute shoes. But yeah. Picture Pockets Barbie. More like Picture Pockets Disappointment. Okay, so another Barbie, I have no idea who she is this doll here, who had seriously nasty fuzz hair, and it cleaned up pretty well. There's a lot of breakage though, but I have no idea who this doll is either. Originally I thought she was like a fashionista, or not a fashionista, a fashion fever doll, but I can't seem to place her either. Just because she has unique facial screening, I guess. Her eyebrows are really light. So I'm not sure if she's like a Cali girl or a fashion fever or what she is. I don't know what I'm going to do with her either. She actually just was a bag filler doll for the next doll, but she cleaned up pretty well, surprisingly. She does still have a smudge on her face, but yeah. She's also missing quite a few plugs. Probably from the rough play she's endured, and her hair is crap. So this next doll I actually thought was a Takara Jenny Lika, I don't know how to say that name. A Takara doll anyway. Just because she has an anime face. And I got all excited thinking I found a Takara doll. But she's actually a Totsi Moonbeam Traveler doll, which came out in like, I'm going to say 95, 96, along with to compete with the Sailor Moon dolls that were out. And overall, she is pretty cute, even though she is a knockoff sort of anime doll. Her arms don't do much; they just go up and down. But her legs are like those Gumby sort of Takara legs, which is part of the reason why I thought she was a Takara doll. But her head, it's literally just a ball joint. Big gaping hole. So it kind of limits what I can do with her as far as rebodying. But not enough to hinder me from doing it, of course. So sometimes I just thrift dolls with other people in mind. Like as soon as I saw this doll, I immediately thought of Dolls Ahoy. Maybe it's just because of the big poofy hair, but it just sort of seemed like she would fit in with her doll collection. I don't know if Dolls Ahoy would necessarily want this doll or anything, but she was definitely an interesting find. It also turns out these dolls are actually kind of harder to find on the secondary market, just from what I've seen on eBay anyway. When I was trying to figure out who this doll was, and I was looking at the pricing of how much they go for, it was just kind of like one of those shock moments, I guess, because the doll itself doesn't look like much, but the price tag it's fetching is kind of crazy. Mind you, all the ones I've seen on eBay are still new in box, and this one is nude with no accessories whatsoever. She doesn't even have her earrings or her tiara. But another thing I want to point out, just because I thought it was weird, is her head is weird shaped. And it's got like a rooting line going across her forehead. I don't know, I just thought that was a little odd. I don't know if it's just because she had like the tiara that goes on her head or what, but she does seem rooted weird to me. So on to new doll purchases. Like I said, Holiday Barbie. From what I'm seeing online, she has crazy mixed reviews. People either think she's great or they hate her. Just because the way they've packaged her makes her seem like a cheap Playline doll, and she has zero accessories other than her stand, which is typical for a holiday doll. But the actual... I'll just show you, I guess. I've already rebodied mine. I ended up with the Claudette Gordon sculpt doll. She's the only one that seems like she's worth the price of a holiday doll out of the three. The other two dolls don't use anything special for a sculpt. Just regular... Well, one's the current Teresa sculpt, and the other one I think is the regular Barbie sculpt, but shrunken. So, But anyway, I'm jumping all over the place. This bodice thing here is sculpted plastic. It doesn't fit this body. It only seems to fit the body she came with. It is sewn to her dress. I haven't removed it yet, but I probably will, just because it does look cheap. You can kind of see it only covers the front half, and it looks okay from the front for the most part, but I don't know, I feel like it just lessens the look of the doll. As far as the rest of the dress goes, the rest of the dress is pretty. Like, it's pretty gorgeous. I like the ombre effect that it has. I just don't know how I'm going to dress up the top half without this bodice on it. I'll probably just add a belt or a necklace or something. But yeah, as far as shoes goes, I don't think anybody's actually talked about these yet. They're just regular heels. Regular Barbie heels. As far as the doll sculpt goes, I love it. This sculpt is brilliant. It is... I don't have the Claudette Gordon doll. I kind of wanted her, but she's out of my price point. This is a great way to get this sculpt. Kind of how like Sweet Tea is a great way to get the Carl sculpt. If you can't afford the other Carl dolls, even though there's quite a few now. But I can see Mattel using this sculpt in the future with great results. It seems to work out perfect for Barbie anyway. And yeah, overall, I've heard people complain about these dolls being rooted thinly. I don't feel like this doll has that problem. Mind you, I don't have any of the other holiday dolls in this line anyway. Or, sorry, I don't have the other two holiday dolls that go with this one. I don't really want them either. I don't really feel like there's anything special to them. The dresses are kind of pretty, but at the same time, after getting this one, I know I'm just getting a ombre sort of dress with a plastic bodice that I would take off. And I don't know how much mileage I would get out of them. As far as holiday dolls go, I do collect at least one every year. I actually started collecting them, I think my first year was 2013. Which is actually my favorite holiday doll so far since I started collecting. I'm trying to stop myself from collecting every holiday doll because I feel like I need to collect them all, which is terrible. I've actually thrifted, I think, 1990 and 1991 so far. 1990 doesn't have her dress. I hope to get it one day. Yeah, so I have 1990, 1991, 2013, 2014, 2015, and now 2016. I still want to get the holiday doll that uses the Pazette sculpt. I'm really bad with pronunciation on some of these names. But it's another doll I couldn't find locally. but I really want her. So eventually I will hunt one down. Maybe not the holiday doll, but one of them, one of the Pizzette Sculpt dolls. Oh, in case anybody was wondering, she's actually just using a Nikki body, fashionista Nikki body. Um, I'm assuming the new orange top made to move would work for her as well, which she will probably get upgraded to eventually as soon as I can find one. But for now, the Nikki body works great, and I actually thrifted this doll body just for this purpose. Okay, and as far as doll projects go, I've been working on a reroute, and I take forever with reroutes just because I don't seem to have a lot of time to do them, and they take a while. So I'm actually working on a PJ head, which I'm borrowing hair from a made-to-move Teresa. And so far I'm happy with what I've done. Mind you, I'm not very far. The length is going to be pretty cute, but I like the color on her with her skin tone. I just have to figure out how I'm going to route her as far as where her part goes. I'm debating on if I'm going to keep her existing part or if I'm going to flip it to the other side of her head, just because her part line is pretty damaged. And it'd probably be easier if I just flip it to the other side of her head to make it easier on myself trying to route it. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cute when I'm done, when I get there. And I think I finally decided on a use for my Project MC Square doll body. I thrifted a skipper who has, well, flat out stolen this body so far. And I really like the proportions. I think she's really cute. The only thing I need to figure out is what I'm going to do with the feet. Because the feet are huge, and she doesn't really fit in with the rest of my dolls just because of those feet. And the skin tone match isn't horrible either. But no, I think it's a cute body for teen dolls. And I'm hoping it works out. I still have to mod her head to get it to fit a little better. Right now it's just kind of jammed on there. But we're working on it. Oh, another doll purchase that isn't quite doll related, but it is still doll related, if that makes any sense. I picked up a metal tooth flea comb, which is perfect for doll hair. I've seen people use these online before, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to stick with my Monster High hairbrush. I get great results with that. But this makes a huge difference, and I feel stupid for not getting one sooner. Because literally, I can make perfect curls now, and like this is an amazing tool. Like, I cannot go on enough about how much I'm enjoying using this brush. The only thing I hate is it's squishy and stuff sticks to it, which is really annoying when you're brushing out hair and you're getting breakage. Yeah, that's my only complaint about this brush. But it is comfortable to hold because it is squishy, and it works great. Oh, I also thrifted another Malibu Barbie surprise. But I actually swapped the head with a better Malibu Barbie head just because this one's cuter and has longer hair. This is actually the Malibu Barbie from my other video that was on the Nikki body that Holiday Barbie has now. So everything's a swapperoo and everything is awesome. So that's it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching, and hopefully I'll be back next week with something more than thrift finds, and I guess we'll go from there. So I guess, yeah, enjoy your week. Have an awesome Dolly experience, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.